Hi, that's Pete
And that's Robbie. Welcome to Sidetrack with Pete
and Robbie. Hello,
Excellent.
hello.
Hello. Welcome to Sidetrack, the very first live stream.
It
Fantastic.
is. It is. It's the first one we've done. So, yeah, it's a new show for us. It's a new show for people listening. Thanks for joining us if you're there. So, if you want to talk to us today, wherever you are, just message and you should come up in the chat box and we can read your comments out loud. Or if you just want to say hello, and yeah, just say hi and how you doing.
Let us know that you're there, and if you like what we're doing, you don't like, or whatever.
Yeah, and what part of the world you're in. Let's find out where everybody is. We could have someone out of Mongolia. Can you have out of Mongolia? Is that a place? Or is that a made-up place? Yeah, you could be there. You could be in America. You could be there. Just say hello because we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah. I remember one time I had an Inner Mongolia infection, but it's all cleared up now.
Those jokes are free, by the way, so don't worry.
You wouldn't pay for them.
Yeah, I will pay for them. Yeah, so thanks for joining us.
It's a great show, isn't it, Robbie? We're going to
It's
talk
what,
about music.
Mhm.
We're going to have we're going to have a very special guest. We're going to show some videos. We're going to go crazy tonight.
We are, yeah. It's our first one, so welcome along. Don't forget to like, subscribe to all the channels that will be linked in the description as well, including this one because it's our new one, and we're going to just talk about music and heart rate galore. So let's talk about our favorite albums. Pete, did you want to go first? What have you been listening to this week? Let's do that.
Yeah, it's not necessarily my favorite one, but I've been listening to it.
Okay.
I went to Pool not too long ago. I went to a great record shop and picked up a few really good bargains. And at first I was thinking, should I use this as the very first one on the new Sidetrack? Maybe I should do something more, conventional and stuff. I was like, screw that. I'm being me. This is the album I've been listening to. Peter and the Test Tube Babies, Pissed and Proud. Do you know them?
I know the name, but I don't know the band. Yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah, they were a great punk band from Brighton.
Yeah.
This album is from 1982. It's a classic album for me. My favorite side, though, since we're here on Sidetracked, is side one. Actually, no, what am I saying? It's side two, which is really weird because my favorite track is on side one. See, the track I love most is called Band by the Pubs. It's a really great song. It's, they're like oi punk, if you guys know what that is.
Right, yeah.
They would fit in, I went to see a couple of bands down in Brighton at the Albert, and they would fit in with Unorthodox and Plague UK. It would be a great show. I think they're still going, but I think they need some help to get to the stage. But once they're on, they're okay because they're quite old now.
Oh, bless them.
But no, they're a really good band. I really like this band. When I was living in New Jersey, it was really strange. I was living in this house, and there was quite a lot of people living there. And I was playing this album. I got knocked on the door, and this one guy I didn't really know. He was always quiet, sitting in the corner, and he says, "That's Peter and the Test Tube Babies." I said, "Yes, it is." He goes, I play the bass with them.
No way.
I think what happened is this was like late 90s. I think what happened was there were two members that have always been in the band, but the other two, the drummer and the bassist, would come and go. So I think he may have played a show or two.
Right. But, yeah.
Yeah. But it was really weird because, hearing your own music, that must be strange. Although it won't be to our guest.
So I've been listening to an album this week, which has been listed probably as the greatest album ever made. It's been known to heal the sick. It can bring nations together and heal world hunger, and it's phenomenal. It's lyrically genius. It's beautifully performed. I've heard they're going to put it into concrete so future generations can get a copy of this album and basically play it to the generations to go through history and time. I'm talking about, of course, Katie Price and Peter Andre's "It's a Whole New World" album. With such hits as "The Best Things in Life Are Free," "Endless Love." Tonight, I Celebrate My Love for You. That's a duet. That's a real banger, that one. In fact, I'm going to play you a little bit of it so you can get a flavor of how wonderful this album is. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So, sit yourself down and get ready.
A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But now from way up here, it's crystal clear. But now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Isn't it just wonderful? Now, if you don't
Oh,
subscribe, I'll play the rest of it. I mean, there's bless them. You know what? 10 out of 10 for effort. They absolutely went for it, but they took the auto tune off apparently for that version. Anyway, I'm only kidding. I'll do my real record now. So I think actually, you know what we should do? Like as the show goes on and we start working through the year, we should try and get that album back to #1 in the album chart.
all right. We'll do that.
Yeah, I did see a picture of 70,000 copies of that in a skip in a field in the middle of nowhere, but that's not the point. We'll get that thing back to #1. We will do it. Anyway, so my album of the week I've been listening to is Pearl Jam's second album, Versus. Love Pearl Jam. New album just dropped, Dark Matter. Absolutely brilliant. And I'm not name dropping here, but I got mentioned in their new video. So they're my favorite thing. Like they always all been, and then they put me in their video. I nearly cried. You ever seen a grown man cry? Just watch that video. Yeah, so it's fantastic. I just think it's their, you know, they had such a big first album and then they wasn't sure what to do. And then they went away and they wrote this album, and some of the songs are brilliant. You've got Go, Animal, Daughter, Glorified G, which is about owning a gun. It's like everyone in America had guns and they're proud of it. And they're going, don't be proud of that. You're an idiot. Stuff like that. Elderly Woman Behind the Counter in a Small Town. So it's got a mix of hard rock, political statement and acoustic stuff. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful album. It's just, oh, it's the best. I think if you, you know, if you had to pick one for Desert Island, this would be the one I'd take. I wouldn't take 10. I think this is the real one. And it's the first one I really remember buying on like CD at the time and just playing it and just every track over and over and over for days. You know, that one album where it just nips onto you and you just keep going and going and going. That was this album. That definitely this album. So yeah, I've got Versus by Pearl Jam, their second album, for my first choice of the week.
Excellent.
On to you, sir.
Well, for my second one, now this is a relatively new band to me, but they've been around for a little while, for probably about 15 years or so.
Mhm.
I was listening to Absolute Radio with Frank Skinner in the morning on Saturday, and he played a song by them, and I just fell in love with them. I looked them up, got in contact with them. They sent me some albums, and this is one of them they sent me. This is Eggland by the
Wow.
Lovely Eggs. They're a lo-fi, psychedelic, I would have to say punk band, because actually punk duo, because there's only two of them. There's Holly and David. They're a married couple, and they do everything together. It's an amazing album. It's a lot of synth, a lot of synthesized, and it's very synthetic, because very psychedelic, because they use the stereo where it goes round and round, you know.
Yeah.
And they also use. Do you remember Robert Fripp and Frippatronics?
Yeah, sort of guitar delay and yeah.
Yeah, so they would use that. So they would do they would sing my favorite song on there is Giggy 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 Giggy. and they do this mantra of Giggy Giggy going over it, and they would loop that all through the song and then add to it. It's really great. It's hypnotizing. It's really, really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So definitely check out the Lovely Eggs. You'll find them out. They're in Lincolnshire, but they travel and they play a lot of gigs. I'm actually going to go see them in London on May 30th. I cannot wait to see them.
Fantastic.
So yeah, the Lovely Eggs. Check them out.
Hopefully we'll have some details for that gig on the Twitter, on the Facebook page, on the Instagram, which you can all follow because they're all available, like Sidetrack with Pete and Robbie. So, you know, get yourselves on there and have a bit of that as well. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so the second one, this is an artist, unfortunately, we lost recently. And it's an amazing album. This is Psychomodo by Cockney Rebel, Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel. It's such an amazing album that, like, Steve gets forgotten about. You get like Bowie and Boland, and you get all those artists, and Steve was there with all of them, and they sort of forget him in those lists. And Elton, they see these glam bands, and he was definitely there, and he was he was absolutely amazing. Excuse me. And this is just brilliant. It's got Mr. Soft on it. So funny enough, when we saw him live, he said a Viagra company come and see him and said, "Can we come up and see me, make me smile?" For the advert, and he said, "Surely you want Mr. Soft." But apparently they did see the funny side. But yeah, so it's a great album. There's a film called Velvet Goldmine that came out in the 90s. I don't know if anyone saw it, and it had it's basically based on Bowie and Iggy and Lou Reed, and it had an amazing soundtrack with these artists recovering the songs. Oh, and there's a song on this album called Tumbling Down, and I didn't realize Steve Harley had done it. And in the film, I really liked the song, so when the soundtrack came out, I got a copy of that to put on it, if you see what I mean. I just thought it was a fantastic. I think my favorite side is the first side, because it's one of those albums where it starts and it just keeps like flowing and going along and all that sort of stuff.
Excellent.
I mean, it's a good album, but it's probably not as good as this.
A whole new world, a dazzling place.
It's not as good as that, but it's good.
She is Katie priceless.
Oh, someone's commented. Hello there, Summer.
Hello, that's wait, Summer. That's my niece in Connecticut. Hi, Summer. Love you. Thanks for.
Hello
in.
in Connecticut. So yeah, just like Summer there, if you want to contact us, just message on what you're on, and it'll pop up, and we can display your message. Also, let us know what you've been listening to this week. We'd love to know what you've been listening to as well, because we're music fans, and we find out about new stuff. This is how it happens. People mention it, and then we find out about new things. That's how we do. Right, shall we play some music and then maybe bring a guest on?
Okay. Yeah, let's play a video from our guest. Now, I'm wearing this shirt in honor of our guest, and no, it's not Pink. She's much better than Pink. She is Emma Howett, formerly and still with Chevy Chase Stole My Wife, but doing a lot of her own stuff right now. This is a Chevy Chase Stole My Wife video and song called How's Sheila's Glass?
Front fangs and a feather fringe. How Sheila's glass. Work harder, have more things. How Sheila's glass. The things you never noticed you lost are the things that you want back. Take a look around and tell me how Sheila's glass. I don't know much more now than I knew at 21. I do know what I don't want, and I'm learning to have fun. Never forget what you told me you wanted when we were smashed. You must keep yourself that promise in vino veritas. In vino veritas. Oh Sheila's glass. Oh Sheila's glass. Oh Sheila's glass. Bring out the crystal. How Sheila's glass. Bring out the lemonade. There's a lot riding on this ass. But spilling over tea into somebody's lap. Take a look around and tell me how Sheila's glass. In vino veritas. Oh Sheila's glass. 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 Oh, did you want to change? Oh, did you want to change? Oh, did you want to change? Oh, did you want to
Whoa.
Wonderful stuff. Oh, so should we bring in Emma?
Yeah, it's Emma Howett. Hi, Emma. Nice to see you.
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, although I'm a little less pink than in that video.
Yeah.
I'm not as vibrant in hair color.
That's okay. You're as vibrant in personality.
I am, yeah. I think.
So
Cool.
Emma's the lead singer, the driving force of formerly of Dance for Chocolate.
Yeah, well, Dance for Chocolate a long time ago now, but yeah.
Yeah, it's still good. You can find them on YouTube. And also Chevy Chase Stole My Wife, one of my favorite, all-time favorite bands.
Wow, thank you very much.
And just as of January, she quit her day-to-day job and she's a full-time musician now. Fantastic. Well done. Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's great. And it's going well, isn't it? You're gigging a lot.
Yes, I'm gigging a lot. I literally booked 2 more gigs today. So a successful day. Yeah, I'm gigging loads. Yeah,
Great.
like every weekend pretty much.
That's fantastic. So can we discuss your what album first of all made you sort of really love music and turned you onto music for this is what I want to do? Do you have one?
Yeah, I think so. So although I listened to a lot of music my dad used to play music. In fact, he used to play Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel when I was a kid. But also he'd play a lot of Joan Armour Trading and stuff like that. I think I've said that in other interviews, but he took me to see Joan Armour Trading when I was 10. So that was very loud for a 10-year-old. At Kidderminster Glades Arena. So that's a blast from the past. And but really it was Queen, A Night at the Opera that my mum had on a vinyl, and I was like, I'm gonna put that on. And because I'd seen the Bohemian Rhapsody video on some VH1 Classic or something, and I was like, I like that. So I put this record on, and I was just like, yeah. I think the first track is Death on Two Legs. And I was just like, cool, I'm hooked now, yeah.
I mean, what standards to start at? Queen, you couldn't get any higher to start.
Well, I know, yeah. But I mean, for all the harmonies and stuff like that, I think that's where a lot of that came from, because I love those like layered harmonies, and I still use that loads in my music. So
amazing, yeah.
That's what stuck. Maybe not the excellent musicianship. But
of course. It's a bit like 10cc. They were just as technically proficient, but they didn't have a front man like Freddie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And if you get into those two bands, and I think that's the best way to learn, sort of like you're saying, harmonics and multi-layering, to listen to Queen.
Yeah, learning it by ear rather than actually learning it theoretically as well, I think, because that's not my strong point.
And what instrument did you start with? Was it guitar? Was it piano? Was it singing? Where did you start?
Well, I started playing drums because I saw Roger Taylor and doing these really high harmonies, and I was like, yeah, I can be Roger Taylor. So I got like this cheap, nasty drum kit in a house, which was, the neighbors must have been like, what are you doing? But bit of lax parenting going on there. So I had a drum kit in my bedroom, and then I was writing a lot of songs of like, I don't know, like 12, 13, 14. And I went with my friend to see the Eagles on their final tour for her birthday. And Joe Walsh was there, like running around the stage with his guitar and singing. And obviously Joe Walsh, pretty cool. And I was like, I think I need to lose the drum kit so that I can be at the front. So I moved on to guitar, but just enough to learn to write songs with it rather than anything else, really.
I'll get you. I used to play drums, and I nearly killed my cat because I used to, like you, set it up in the bedroom, had it all going and stuff like that. And I used to have a lovely little blanket in it.
I see where this is going. Yeah.
And the cat went to sleep in it, and I didn't see it. And then sat there, went whoosh, and it just flew out and hit the door.
Now a deaf cat.
Poor little cat. But I mean, imagine that, sleeping soundly, and someone just hits a drum next to your face.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
And she walked a little bit wonky for a while, because I think I took one of the ears out for a bit. She was fine. She was fine.
Just fine at the end. She's just like, what?
Yeah, she's always falling down the stairs. That's a good name for a band, isn't it? My drums nearly killed a cat. I think that's a great.
I think my cat fell down the stairs.
Yeah, that's great. So you're sort of doing solo work and band work. How do you balance like both when you're songwriting? Do you sort of go, this is for me, that's for the band, or do you just do it in both settings and see what one works?
Well, I wasn't doing a lot of like solo acoustic-y stuff for quite a long time. So now I'm doing a lot of gigs. I do play the band songs on acoustic guitar, the ones that work. But I think sometimes
Aha, and we're back.
Oh. Oh my gosh, crazy.
You got to love tech, haven't you? Hopefully it won't do it again, but you know, you never know. These weird things happen. Yeah, anyway, so he was talking about songwriting and if it works on guitar or if it works on piano, you sort of know. And is it just more of a gut feeling when that happens?
Yeah. I don't really think about it too hard. I just write a song and then I either present it to myself and decide if I like it, or I used to present it to the band and go, "Do you like this?" And we give it a go. And like maybe 60% of the time they'd be like, "Yeah," or I'd be like, "Nah." So yeah, I write a lot of songs though. So.
And is it one of those things where once you get on a sort of writing fad, you just keep going and going and going? Is it one of those sort of things easy to get into, or did you get like blocks? Does it take a while, or?
No, I have to be in the right like frame of mind, but I always feel like an egg that's about to hatch, and I'm like, oh, a song is coming, and I always thought of it as, you know, have you ever watched the film Dumbo? A classic film about elephants, and you know, like the stork drops the elephant babies from the sky and they go whoop, whoop. Well, that's a song incoming to my mind, which I know is a really pretentious ass thing to say, but I'm like, oh, a song is coming. Boop, 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 boop.
Wow.
So I feel like I don't have much to do with it, and they just channel through me, you know. Oh, God.
I'm a musical conduit, my dear.
That's it. That's the word I was looking for. I was thinking like vessel, conduit. Yeah.
Fantastic. So you two, Pete, you interviewed Emma, didn't you? So where can people find that interview if they want to see it?
Yeah, we did an interview on Unknown Sounds with Pete Saxer YouTube. It's on there now. You can find it. It's doing really well. And we talk about a little bit of everything, don't we, Emma?
Yeah, we had a good old gossip.
Yeah. And we played a lot of your videos too. Some great music on there.
What can I say? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of my weird videos. Yeah.
So if you want to find that, where's the best place to find the video, Pete, if people want to watch the video?
It's at Unknown Sounds with Pete Saxer YouTube channel. Or you can just look on Facebook. There's a link there. There's a link in the link tree. There's everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. You can't escape it. If not, we'll put a link on our thing anyway. Should we play some music?
Yeah. So, Emma, you are an independent artist, are you not?
Yeah.
Good. Because that's what we play, right? On Unknown Sounds, we play all independent artists, and they're great. We've got a new band. They're relatively new. I played one of their songs a few weeks ago, and I have a video of theirs now. Have you ever heard of Bag of Cats?
Yes. I think
they're from Wales.
Probably for you.
Maybe, yeah. They're a fantastic band. It's just a guy and a girl, and they make beautiful music together. All right. This is their newest video. It's called Better Music.
With a little bit of stimulation in the morning, I stop yawning, calling on the strength to get my balance right. That shit sounds tight, keep it going, Barney, all bright. Cause I like the way I think in this space. Lots of ideas for the human race. I'm up and down like off and on, I keep it going, Donkey Kong. My big bars are long like a Weatherspoons, all gassed up hot air balloons. Man can't hang with these buffoons, so when's a better music coming through? View from the top is so rotten. If you haven't got someone to share it with, spot 'em. If you want to repair the tears in your linen and be happy to share with what you've been given. Given a chance to express, not depress. Get dressed on set, brand new edition on a mission. Living in the background isn't part of my vision. Dragging it out like long division. Got low emissions, some superstitions, no supervision. Done my revision. Come and see us at the venue with your parents' permission. Cause we gotta sell tickets, working commission. New job position, just one condition. No opposition, free inhibition. That's what I'm wishing, brand new tradition. Since it's all adding up, I'm a mathematician. Do you wanna make a bit of that better music? Yeah, I wanna make a bit of that better music. Better make a little bit of that better music. I just wanna make a bit of that better music. Do you wanna make a bit of that better music? Yeah, I wanna make a bit of that better better music. Better make a little bit of that better music. I just wanna make a bit of that better music.
I'm just trying to make better music, and all the boys say that I can't do it. Running around the playground, pulling on my pigtails. Big man, no, I didn't ask what you're doing. Yeah, I've been doing great now, switched positions. And yeah, I'm on the drums cause I got precision. And if you don't like it, that's your business, but I'll give it back to Barnes for the finish.
Better music in the building, everybody's banging. It's a wild run, more fitness. Minding my business isn't doing too great, cause they got a little fun, got a lot on my plate. I'm great, mate, how you doing? Mine say late. I got everything at once, egg on my face. With a wicked little rhythm, I could do this all day. Overloading algorithm, waiting to get paid like. Just trying to make better music. I'm just trying to make better music. I'm just trying to make better music. And I'm just trying to make better music. Do you want to make a bit of that better music? Yeah, I want to make a bit of that better music. Better make a little bit of that better music. I just want to make a bit of that better music. Do you want to make a bit of that better music? Yeah, I want to make a bit of that better music. Better make a little bit of that better music. I just want to make a bit of that better music.
That was really cool. I like that.
Yeah, I like it a lot. What do you
It's
think,
really
Emma?
interesting.
Oh, you
Yeah,
didn't?
great. I had technical issues with my laptop during that.
That's too
But I will
bad.
definitely go and watch it afterwards because it looked really cool. But my laptop
Yeah,
was
yeah. Well, they're great. There are a couple of friends from Bluth Wells in Wales, and that was done in one take. And when they were sitting outside in the front of the pub, that's their local pub. And Barney, who's the guy in there, does he hosts the open mic night. So it's quite cool. It's like a little walk
really
around the town
cool.
with them. Yes,
Yeah.
Barney and Sophie, and that's off their EP, Shut Up and Dance Punk.
It's really cool. If we could describe it for Emma, maybe then it was a bit like the Streets. Do you remember the
Yeah.
Streets?
Yeah.
With a funky sort of bass line on it. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Really
Yes.
cool drums. Yeah, it was really,
They
really
rap-
cool.
But they're a very eclectic band too. The song I played earlier, Peach, was quite hard. They do a lot of different stuff, really good stuff. And in fact, Barney was on here before we cut off, so hopefully he'll come back.
Yeah, he said hello. They're in the chat. So hello. Yeah, like sorry about that. We got cut off a little while ago. We don't know what happened. It's the internet playing up. I've run out of 50 pences to keep the internet on, I think is what it is. Yeah, so like before in the chat, if you just want to say hello in the chat wherever you are, hopefully we can read your messages. It's all new tech, it's a new show. We're trying new things. We could disappear again, we could come back again. Who knows? Just bear with us. We're going to keep going until the end. So we're going to keep going. It's absolutely amazing. Gigging live, Emma, how does that go for you? Is there quite a big scene, like gigging scene where you are, and do you enjoy playing live as well?
Yes. Oh, I love it. Yeah, Worcester has a really good music scene. So there's been a music festival in Worcester for the last, I think this year's the 15th year, I want to say. I might get horribly corrected and I might go, no, it's 20 years or something. But it's such a good festival because so it has lots of different venues and everything is free for the whole weekend. But you put money in buckets to charity, or you scan the QR code and give money to. They pick a new charity every year, and there's music all weekend from like Friday to Sunday, and like everyone knows each other and everyone's really friendly. So all the bands know each other, and you walk around town and you see everyone that you know, and you get to see new bands. And they do have bands from outside Worcester come in as well, so like from Worcestershire area, and it's great. So yes, Worcester has a fantastic music scene. I can highly recommend it.
I mean, it's just one of those things where, like, me and Pete aren't musicians, and there's lots of clubs and pubs shutting down that were just fantastic music venues. Even in London, some of the iconic ones are even going. And even in the States, the Viper Room is going to go soon as well. I read about that yesterday. They're going to rip a lot of that out and turn it into condos and all the crap you don't want. So it's every time you see a pub close, you think, is that another music venue gone? So it's always a worry for me that these places are going and stuff.
Yeah, it is quite good. The thing we're lacking is rehearsal rooms. They've all closed down. There isn't. I'm trying to think if there's any. I don't think there's any rehearsal rooms in Worcester. So I've got a rehearsal this evening actually, and we've had to go to like Malvern or Pershore, which is like 20 miles away, just to go and rehearse. So if any like property developers are looking to open a new business,
do your own one and make the money. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they've all been turned into flats, you know. how it is.
Yeah.
So, Emma, do you get nervous when you're up on stage?
Nah.
No?
No. I went through a
You-
stage where I used to get really anxious. Like I had just a few years where I was really struggling like a bit with mental health anyway. And
Yeah.
I would have like panic attacks before I went on stage. I was like, I can't do it, I can't do it. But before that and after that, I've been fine.
That's great.
You
So
know.
you're not nervous like playing a guitar and singing live on a live stream called Street.
Oh, that would be terrifying to me. No.
Would you like to do that for us?
Yeah, for sure. In fact, I
Fantastic.
have a guitar I happened to have prepared earlier. I say prepared. Did I tune it? That's the question. I did.
Ah, lovely.
I don't actually see the guitar. There you go. It's because I'm so close to the camera. Okay.
Oh,
Would you like me to play a song now?
Yeah, it'd be lovely. Let's see if we can get you. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. I'm trying to get you more center stage. Hang on. No, that's the wrong one.
why don't you just
All right,
take
we'll
us
just
off?
work with
Bob?
this. We'll work with this.
Huh?
Ready
Why
when
don't
you
you
are.
just take us off?
Okay.
That's a good point.
Right. So I thought I'd play. I was gonna play the song that I always start with when I do a gig, which is Attention Seeker, because it's a Chevy song and it like eases me into the gig, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna play it now because it's just me on the screen. I'm like, woo. Okay. I wanna be inside of your heart. I wanna be in the front seat of your car. I wanna be the one on your mind. I wanna be the one who cuts the line. And you do not feel insecure. You've got a soul on a hook of that, I'm sure, and I fall down. That's all it takes. Give it up, it's just not fair. You're a player and I know it, all the ladies know it and they love you, yeah, they love you. You're a good boy and I know it, you just can't admit it, but they love you, yeah, they love you, yeah. Ooh. Somehow you've got what they want. In a flash, in a year, it will all be gone. In the meantime, they long for your touch. Even I want you way too much. You're a player and I know it. All the ladies know it and they love you. Yeah, they love you. You're a good boy and I know it. You just can't admit it, but they love you. Yeah, they love you. Everyone will be jealous of us. No one else has this kind of love. You hide your secrets where they can all see. No one knows that your secrets but me. Nothing good will ever come of this, but I will make sure that you love me. Nothing good will ever come of this, but I will make sure that you love me. I will make sure that you're a player and I know it. All the ladies know it and they love you. Yeah, they love you. You're a good boy and I know it. You just can't admit it, but they love you. Yeah, they love you. You're a player. Why don't you admit it? And the ladies all love you. They love you, they love you. Cha cha cha.
Wow, well done.
Really great,
Thank
Emma.
you.
Thank you so much. Great.
In my mind.
I mean, well done you. That's such a brave thing to do because it's the first one. So thank you so much for that. That's
No
incredible.
worries.
Yeah, this is great. Thanks.
Brave or stupid. Brave.
I mean, that's great. Thanks. Just like Emma, if you're a musician watching the show and you want to come on and play for us live as well, hit us up. Some of the many addresses we've got all over the place. We'd love to have you on. But Emma's the first official one. Thank you. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's absolutely great.
Setting a high bar.
That's absolutely true. Yeah. Is it weird when you're performing just to a camera with nobody watching? Is it?
It was, but then like with having to make videos for like TikTok and also during lockdown we did a lot of like online live streams and stuff. It's not so weird anymore. It's just kind of like happens
Just
a lot now.
normal, yeah.
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 Oh, that's fantastic. Brilliant. Thank you for that. That was really, really great.
Yeah.
We were talking about pop music, Pete, wasn't we, earlier, about Taylor Swift and stuff. Should we talk about that now, or do you want to save it for later?
Sure.
Let's talk about it now. So I was reading an article the other day, and I love Emma's opinion on it being a pop star as well. And they're saying that now there's a lot of I want that to be the big one. How do I get that as the big one? There we go. So apparently there's been lots of satanic rituals performed by pop artists, and people are noticing it. Shane Lynch of Boyzone was the one that brought this up, of all people, and he said there's a lot of this sort of hand gestures going on. It's been going on for years. Apparently Katy Perry does it, and especially in the Dark Horse video, apparently that's lined with satanic imagery. Jay-Z does it quite a lot as well. Beyonce's been known to do it, apparently. I say apparently because I don't want to get sued, but this is what the articles I've read. I mean, how do you feel about this? Do you think this stuff is real? Do you think this is nonsense?
Well, I mean, when you become a pop star, you have to learn the satanic hand rituals. What? Of course, everyone knows that. No, I think I haven't actually heard this. But I'm not big on conspiracies, I've got to say. And my first thought, do you remember there's a thing in the 80s called the Satanic Panic?
Yeah.
I wasn't there, obviously, but I've heard about it. I actually wasn't there. Otherwise, everyone is going to want to know what face cream I'm using. Again, satanic rituals. No, the Satanic Panic thing, and I think maybe it's a little resurgence of that. People are like, they want to, have a little panic about thinking everyone's doing secret rituals.
Yeah,
What is he doing that for?
Well, apparently some of the biggest artists are the ones that have been allegedly doing these things, and apparently smaller artists have then done these things, and then they become big artists very quickly. And it's almost like a sort of Masons club where there's a lot of handshaking and stuff going on.
What are the hand gestures? What are they? Is it like these?
No, I mean, are we allowed to do it?
One of them was this, wasn't it? 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, and one of them's this
The
sort of
horns
shape.
of the devil.
This is this sort of shape and that. And Jay-Z does that one quite a lot. He holds the mic here and he does this shape quite a lot. And apparently that's one of those symbols. A bit like the Masons, I think, but it's more famous.
Yeah, and also, Robbie, that symbol that Jay-Z does could be something else as well.
Yeah.
There is that, yeah.
You know what? Historically, though, when there was satanic messages in music, it always went back to heavy metal, didn't it?
Yeah, backmasking and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's right. Back in the in the 80s, there was a couple of guys that tried to kill themselves after listening to Judas Priest for like 6 hours straight. Yeah, one guy died, and the other guy shot his face off, and now he looks like a Muppet version of the animal animal. Who's the guy? I'm not an animal.
Oh, John Merrick.
Yeah, John Merrick.
Oh,
Horrible.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But and even they say the Beatles have that in there, and I wouldn't be surprised at Led Zeppelin though, because they were a bit like that, weren't they?
Well, this is the point, because obviously Jimmy Page was known to love Alistair Crowley, or Crowley, whatever you want to say his last name. And he
by the way, sorry, that was Dawn, my wife Dawn, listening, and she loves you, Emma. She said it was a great song. Thank you. Thanks, Dawn.
Yeah, so obviously Jimmy Page bought Alistair Crowley, or Cowley, or when you say his name's house, and he was into that sort of stuff. So if it wasn't the Zeppelin stuff, I absolutely get it, because he was a big fan. And then obviously the Beatles had "I Buried Paul," I've got a whole book up there about
the whole Paul McCartney thing.
Yeah,
I do spend once a day at work going into that conspiracy theory, because it is entertaining.
It's amazing. Well, this is my breakdown on the Paul McCartney one. So Paul McCartney dies in a car crash. Billy Shears comes in and then becomes the new Paul McCartney. And it turns out that what guy they picked is 10 times more talented than the first one.
Yeah, that's mad how that happened.
Because not only did he write better songs then, he was a better bass player, he was a better musician. Yeah. He's just brilliant. I've got a whole book on it called The Hidden Clues, and it's fantastic. Some of it borders on complete bonkers, but it's a really good read if you're...
Some of it?
Sorry,
some of it?
Yeah. Honestly, it's crazy stuff. It's really, really good. But yeah, so I just wondered, so if they come to you, Emma, for argument's sake, and a cult come to you and said, right, we'll give you a #1 single, a #1 album, all the riches you can want, but you got to do these signals, but it's for the integrity of the music, would you do it?
But is it for the integrity of the music?
To get you more famous then. Let's put it that way.
But why am I doing them? I have principles, you know.
There's no reason. Yeah.
I think
No,
if I didn't have a reason why I was doing something other than to be famous, and it might have some secret hidden meaning, I think I'd have to say no.
good for you.
I feel like
I'd take the money.
no. Is that a test? Is that a test?
Yep.
I'd
Okay.
Take away the deal now, Emma.
yeah, I'd take the money, me. I'll be
Deal.
all.
No.
No,
Okay.
that's good, Mel. But in reality, it's all fake. It's
Yeah.
not real.
No, it's not real. I'm not.
Yeah.
I really am anti-conspiracy theory, although they are entertaining at
too.
times.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
like,
you know what? Though?
so
Since I've read about it, I'm just looking for it in everything now. I've become obsessed with it. It has become an obsession. Like, is that one? Is that one? They're going like,
how they
hello.
get
is it
ya.
that one?"
That's
Yeah,
how they
yeah,
get
that's how they get you. Yeah. Next show, I'll have a big tinfoil hat on and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
anyway, while I, drive into the scent of madness about conspiracy, shall we play some more music?
Yeah. Now, this guy is an American guy. I love him. His name is Wick Whitney. He's a gay man from Arkansas that now lives in Chicago. And you're probably saying, well, why are you saying he's gay? It doesn't matter. Of course, it doesn't matter. But he is the gayness itself. He loves his sexuality and he loves just exploding into it. All his songs are about that. His fashion's about that. He's a wonderful, wonderful lyricist and a songwriter. And this is off his EP. I forget what it's called. I'll find that. But let's listen to Wick Whitney with Matcha.
Hey. Yo, come on. Me and Johnny Weatherly skipping the class, sharing a kiss under that magnolia tree. We ran on back to the back of the city because we didn't want somebody to see. When you're in the place where every old lady has a Bible tucked away in the back of a bag, well, needless to say, you don't want somebody spreading rumors that you just might be anyway, 15 YO, wild child, I know. I ran around looking busted like lips, sans the birds, bees. Where's the birds and bees talk for the bees and the bees? I got Will and Grace, Chuck and Larry, and Big Frida, dumbstruck by your boy, 2 cities over with a buzz cut that made me Helena Bonham Carter crazy. Third period bell like a fruit bat out of hell, flew down that freeway. Nothing could faze me, texting my baby. I'm zooming toward ya. Yes, I'm zooming toward ya, yeah. And goddamn traffic, why you slowing me down? I got a fresh face cutie in a different town that I gotta go to. That I gotta go to. Days to weeks, weeks to months, few months later, I'm waiting for that vibration from a Samsung. Am sprung, damn son, can you not hit a buddy back like Punch Buggy? Ducking my calls like, what the fuck does he want from me? Well, of course, my guess is he got bored like 2x4, 5 or 6 days down the road, man, I got over it. First puppy loving, first time getting ghosted. So embarrassed, started changing my name just like most did. The dichotomy of first love is one's confidence. Copping kisses, got a gentleman dropping his common senses, docking his shit with preposterous quickness. The young sickness, how I miss it. The innocence lost and the tension of I'm zooming toward ya. I'm zooming toward ya. Yeah. And goddamn traffic, why you slowing me down? I got a fresh face cutie in a different town that I've gotta go to. 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 Hey, I'm on my way. Yes. I love that song so much. Oh man, it's so swingy. Yeah.
Wow.
Man. Emma's still having a little trouble with the audio, I think.
Yeah, so I could see and I couldn't hear. I'm on a steam-powered laptop, but I gotta say, his outfit looked incredible.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, that is a person that totally owns it. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. You missed it, Emma, obviously. So do the replay lyric. It's a fantastic
it
song. Loads of character in it, sort of loads of just talking and
Yeah.
singing at the
Yeah,
same
really
Brilliant.
jazzy. It's almost like stream of consciousness too. He's got a lot of pop references and works them all into his way of life, and it's really great. And it's off the EP Afternoon Tea, because every song is about a different relationship or love in his life that he's had. And he says they're all like a cup of tea. Everyone is different, but they're all very enjoyable.
That sounds great.
So yeah, definitely check out Wick Whitman. He's fantastic.
It's amazing when you just have a song like that and someone has so much character just in the song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Emma, I'm so glad you missed it, because it's
Yeah.
I was watching, like, I want to hear it. I'll listen back afterwards. Like, I love a music recommendation, so I trust your recommendations.
Yeah.
It's my niece Summer again. Yeah, it was amazing. Summer, you have good taste.
But I mean, what an amazing show so far! Fantastic music, Emma playing live. This is just great. So what a great way to start the new show. It's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I mean, brilliant. So when's your next gig, Emma? When are you out and about?
I've got one gig tomorrow. Now, hang on, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. My gig is on Saturday. I'm doing a set for a local charity, which I'm doing at a pub in Kidderminster. It's called Band Together. So yeah, raising funds for the charity. And then the week after that, I've got lots of gigs. We've actually, I haven't told you about the new band, but we're in a new band.
Oh, hello, exclusive
and
as well.
Just booked our first gig as well, so
excellent.
Fantastic.
In June. So we really need to rehearse.
Yeah. Your new band, is it completely different to what you've been doing? Is it a new style? Is it the same?
Yeah, so I'm not the band leader in this band, which is the first time that I've been in a band and not been the band leader. So it's a punk, riot girl punk band.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'm the guitarist and backing shouter.
Is it all female as well? Or is there a guy in there?
No, there's the bass player and the drummer are guys, and Emily is we're joint band leaders. That's Emily in the chat. Emily's the band leader.
Fantastic.
Emily's the boss. I just will play and shout in the background.
Yeah. You're talking like my boss just walked in the room when I'm at work. Fantastic. Well, I mean, definitely we'll get you both on when you've got some material and you've been rehearsing and you're ready. We'd love to have you on as well.
What's the name of the band?
Can I? It's slightly rude. Can I say it? I'm going to say it anyway.
Okay.
We're called Pegging Mitchell.
Nice.
Have you got Barbara Windsor on the cover?
Yeah, Barbara and some other things. So yeah, I love a funny band name. We were like, yep, that's the name.
Yeah.
I always decided if I started a band, I wanted to call it Tingle Finger or Rumble Tum. They're my two sort of.
I like those. I like Tingle Finger. It sounds spooky.
I sort of banged the elbow on the wardrobe, and your hands go numb. And I went, oh, I've got Tingle Finger. And I thought, that's a great name for it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. To start that band, just to call it that.
Oh, my cat fell down the stairs. Obviously, we've got that one.
Yeah.
Well, it's My Cat Fell Down the Stairs by Tingle Finger.
Oh, I like it. I love that. Yeah. So can we talk about Record Store Day for a minute? Because obviously you're releasing your material on different stuff. Do you guys know what Record Store Day is before I talk about it for a second?
Yeah. It was on Saturday, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's right, yeah. So people that don't know what it is, what happens is all over the country, and especially in the UK, I think it is, they release records by artists, and there might be a John Lennon one that's a coloured picture disc, or it might be a special gatefold, or an album they've never released, and they'll press it on vinyl that one day. And the idea is you go to the record store, you buy the records, and then you support the record shop and get some great vinyl for it. Now, this has been going a few years now, and it started off when the record sales were really low. But obviously, record sales are at an all-time high now. We're absolutely smashing the record sales. Cassettes are on the way up as well, by the way. That's the next thing coming back in. But I went to one. It's great, isn't it? I went to one a few years ago, and I don't support Record Store Day. You know, I've got lots here. I don't support it at all because I was standing in a queue about 8 o'clock in the morning, and someone in front of me was already putting records on eBay while we were standing there. So they weren't going to buy. Yeah. So they won't go to buy it because they support the records. They were going by to support their pocket. So, so being a recording artist, Emma, would you support Record Store Day, or are you like me? Do you think it's just not worth it because it's financially gaining for somebody else rather than the actual record shop?
I never even thought of it in the way that people would like exploit it in that way.
Mm.
I've always thought it's a great thing. We've got a new record store in Worcester that opened a couple of years ago now. I say new, but yeah, a couple of years ago. Time flies. And it's also got like a bar, and it does like coffees in the day, and then it puts on gigs and stuff in the evening. And they did Record Store Day, and yeah, I always thought it was a great thing. I never even thought of it being like exploited people to sell them, because it's never occurred to me. But now
Yeah. So even Saturday, I like I said, I didn't, I love music. I support music. I don't support that idea now.
No.
So I kept an eye out on the John Lennon one. There was a John Lennon Mind Games box set, which is coming out in June, and they did a 4-track EP of that. So I looked to see how much it was worth, and it was about 30 quid, 35. I thought, it's fair enough because it's John Lennon. It's going to be popular. Anyway, it got sold that morning, obviously. I checked eBay in the afternoon, and they were changing hands for 150 quid. About 4 hours later. Wow. And it's, I'm going to be a snob now. Here we go. Snob time. But I think what they should do is they should have a system where you have to go into the record shop at least 10 times that year and buy some product. And then you have a card. And then when you go to Record Store Day, you hand the card over and then you can buy those records because you're genuinely there because you love music.
That's such a difficult, I can see both sides, because on one side, if you did that, that's like record store gatekeeping, isn't it?
It
but
is.
On the other side, it's like ticket touting, but for records. So that's something you can't really avoid. But I had never even thought of anyone doing that. So because we're like, I love buying records, and our friend that lives next door as well is a big record collector, and obviously we get excited and we get the records and we keep them and collect them. I never even thought about people just like taking them and
and this is my problem with it. This is like sound like a snob. This is my problem, that it's become now a financial enterprise, not a music enterprise. And that's why, like, the ticket idea, I think, is a great idea, like you say, because it means that you're going there because you love music and you're not doing it. Because I can't see a tout, someone doing what they're doing, going 10 times a year and spending money just to get their hands on a record for one day. But I can see record buyers like you and I and Pete doing it, because you wouldn't actually go to a record shop and buy a record that you want. So, in fact,
the objects of all the advertising for Record Store Day, because there's a lot of advertising around it that gets new customers into the record shops.
There is.
So it kind of like, I would say on balance, probably it's I hope a minority of people that do that, and most people are doing it because they love music. And so I think that on balance, it's a good thing because it gets more people into records and music. But
that's fair enough.
Some people are going to exploit anything they can for a buck. You're never going to get around that. And Rob, it's a good idea about the tickets, but I think if you do like 10, you can have like a little stamp thing. And then once you get the 10, not only can you come in on Record Store Day, but you also get like a free sandwich or a coffee or something.
Maybe like early access. If you're regular, like an hour earlier.
Exactly that, and it's one of those things where I just, I don't do it because it annoys me so much. I'm just such a snob sometimes, and that's one of the points I have a snob on.
Don has a good idea. Don suggests that maybe you could only buy one if you use the correct hand gestures to qualify.
The Satanism stuff again. She's right.
Yeah, ideas.
That's a great idea, Don.
Oh my gosh, thanks, Don.
Emma, thanks for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on. We really enjoyed having you on. And thank you for playing live. It's fantastic. If people want to get more of your material and the bands, where's the best place to go to get that?
So the best place for me as an artist is if you go to Bandcamp. So I've got it's emmahowett.bandcamp.com. Actually, all these links are on my website, which is actually a link tree, but it's emmahowett.com is my website. It's got all the links on there to Bandcamp, where you can buy merch, and most of the dollars go to me. Spotify is good because the more players that I get, the more the algorithm likes me. Apple Music, I don't even have an Apple Music, but I'm on there, so that might be nice. Those places, and you can follow my stupidity on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and I also have a Patreon for the people that want to read my diary.
Fantastic. We'll also have links in the description as well of this video. So we'll cut it into a video and then we'll put links on there as well. And if you're finding the live video, there'll be links on there to Emma as well. And thanks for playing live. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on. And thank you for being on the first show. It's been brilliant.
Thank you for having me.
Emma.
That's an honor.
Good luck with the new job. I mean, with the new band.
See you soon, Emma. Thanks, mate.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Fantastic. What a wonderful guest to start the show. Absolutely brilliant.
She's such a beautiful person too. You know, not only she's very talented, she's really down to earth, you know.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Really
So should we play some Emma's solo material?
Yeah, let's play
got
one of her songs. It's a nice video. It's done on a budget, as she said. It's called, what is it called?
Get You Drunk?
That's right, by Emma Howett.
Come out for a drink with me, I wanna get you drunk. I wanna find out what you're like before I give you up. Secretly I love you from your hairline to your knees, but I'll glance away before anybody sees. Just one more drink. Just one more drink. Pull me and you stare and oh my god, you're looking smooth. That is young and we got time to dig into this mood. You brighten up the room and all you do is walk on in. I love the way that you're so easy in your skin. Just one more drink. Just one more drink. Imagine you're not lonely. Watch a little closely. Move a little closer, closer to me. You better believe it. I can hardly believe it. Move a little closer, closer to me. Just one more drink. Just one more drink. Imagine that you're lonely and you call out in the night. You can't see the line between the good and being right. Stuck around in shadows as if I don't know your name. Tell me all your secrets and I hope you feel the same. Do you feel better now? You won't be able to stop telling me lies. You better believe it. I can hardly believe it. Move a little closer, closer to me. Move a little closer, closer to me. Move a little closer, closer to me.
Fantastic there.
Thank
Well
you.
done, Emma. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Just a quick hello to Paul Birch. He says he's enjoying the show and it's lovely to see you. Lovely to see you, Paul. I haven't seen him in years, so
Oh.
we'll have to have a catch up soon. Yeah, really, really great. It's just one artist and so many different songs.
It's very eclectic, very, you know, creativity just flows. It's really, she's
She's wonderful.
wonderful.
She's like a Swiss Army knife of music. You just, there's just so much stuff going on. Absolutely brilliant. If you're watching us, thanks for sticking with us. Obviously, we had a problem a little while earlier and we lost the feed and it came back again. It's all new to us. And we're just figuring this one out because it's our first episode of Sidetrack with Pete and Robbie. And one day we'll have runners and we'll have studio lights and stuff. But for now, you have to put up with the bits that's going on. If I can, I want to talk a quick bit about, I interviewed a guy called Simon Laws the other day. I think it's pronounced Laws. That's his last name. And he's a former skinhead who does charity work. And he's doing a gig. It's the Great Skinhead Reunion in Brighton. That's coming up. It's June the 6th, I think. I'll put a link in the description for that as well. And he was a childhood actor. And he did a lot of acting work during the 80s and 90s. And he basically got hired because he was a skinhead. That's why, you know, he was like the go-to skinhead, if you like. I interviewed him last week. He's a lovely guy, really, really lovely. And the interview's going to come out Monday, I think. But I thought I'd give you a sneak preview of the interview. And he was talking about just some of the acting roles and, you know, why they booked him.
Cool.
What I'm trying to sort of get to was it difficult sometimes with people being around you? Did they instantly think you were going to be a violent person or a nice person?
Yeah. Got that a lot. I mean, Yeah, it was very sort of, yeah, I mean, it's very bigoted in a lot of ways because I remember, you know, like you go, I remember, in fact, that job I was telling you about, that first job I ever got, there was this guy who was like the first assistant director. So we're like the skinhead, like hooligan mob. Basically, the story was this girl had come over from France, got landed in London's, walking down through Soho. She sees a gang of hooligans coming towards her. So she runs into this club to escape us, and we follow her in. Right. So as we go in, she comes on stage, and we're all drinking beer and all that, and she's doing her sexy stuff. And in the song, she calms us all down. By the end of it, we're all like in love and all calm and all that. That was a very tacky storyline. But I remember on that, and that was the first ever job. They were getting, oh, you know, skinhead, skin on the floor, you know, have a beer, and oh, you know, be, you know, there was all this sort of and they used to say things like, oh, is, you know, going for auditions, and they would like give you a script, and they say, oh, you know, can you read?
Can you read? That was the. But
that looks really cool, mate. It looks very interesting. I'm going to catch that.
It's really interesting because we spoke about we were talking about skinhead music and ska and reggae, and Simon there absolutely loves that stuff, hence why he does the reunion. And obviously back in the day, you had the Two-Tone label come out, and you had the selectors that had black and white artists playing together, and you would get a lot of sort of neo-Nazi skinheads turning up and smashing things up, breaking things, and it became a real mess is what it became. And it was sort of like, you know, look at these guys, this is what music's about now. They're just coming around and smashing things up. And that wasn't Simon and his mates. You know, they're just peace-loving guys that loved music and wanted to go to see a concert, and that's all they wanted to do. And he beautifully explained the reason behind the two divisions of skinheads, if that makes any sense. Like, he spoke about his version of being a skinhead, and then the neo-Nazi version of being a skinhead, where they come in and was trying to disrupt these concerts and to basically just destroy things. And it was a really interesting chat, and he explains it in a beautiful way. So I'm going to release that video on Monday. So subscribe to all the channels so you can find it. And I just think it's a really, really great, interesting conversation about, you know, violence and racism in music during the early 80s.
That sounds really good, because when I think of skinheads, that's, of course, that's the only thing I think of, you know, get away, because they're going to hurt me, you know?
Yeah. And that's why I posed that question to him and said, you know, do you think this is, you know, and he's like, absolutely. Yeah. There was instantly a stigma because of who he was and how he looked. Don't get me wrong. You know, if I was walking down the road and I saw 4 or 5 skinheads, I'd move straight away, you know, because I would be like, I'm going to get beaten up here. So even though they're probably just going down the shops, you know, but it's great. And the reunion he does in Brighton is all for charity. It's all charity work. So it's 3 days of music. And there's a barbecue. There's, you know, you can have a drink and stuff. And it's all about getting to know each other. And then all the money goes to charity. And it's a fantastic cause. Hopefully we can get Simon on next month. He's going to come on and talk about it a bit more in depth. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to get him on as well. And I just think it'd be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, can't wait for that.
Shall we play one more video before we go, do you think?
All right, let's do that.
Yeah, okay.
This woman is from Wales as well. She's from Swansea in Wales. Her name is, I can never pronounce this name, mate. It's Sian. I say Sean, but
Sean.
I
think it's Sean. Yeah.
Sean Richards, and it's called Evil Eyes.
Lights, watching every move, hidden out of sight, and I'm breathing in for you. I see it all, you become the prey, put you in a bag, then they drive away, and I'm leaving here without you. And the smile that's on my face says that I already won this race. And now they're falling one by one, which tells me I don't even have to run when I'm standing in the corner, 'cause I know that I never have and never will. are still in play, and I'm walking right behind you. I stand alone in a darkened hall, waiting for you to make your final call, and I'm looking for the review. And the smile that's on my face says that I already won this race. Now they're falling one by one, which tells me I don't even have to run. When I'm standing in the corner, 'cause I know that I never have and never will be compromised, 'cause I'm looking through those evil eyes. I said I'm looking through those evil eyes. And the smile that's on my face says that I've already won this race. And now they're falling one by one, which tells me I don't even have to run. When I'm standing in the corner, 'cause I know that I never have and never will be compromised, 'cause I'm looking through those evil eyes. I said I'm looking through those evil eyes. I said I'm looking through those evil eyes.
Wow, cool.
Yeah,
I love
wonderful
the,
voice.
I love the fuzz tone guitar there in the middle. I love a
Yeah,
fuzz tone guitar when it's used properly, and that was just used beautifully in that. That was really, really cool.
yeah, she's very talented. She gets a lot of her inspiration from TV and films, especially sci-fi and horror.
Wow. I
Yeah,
mean, it
yeah,
did have that moody look in the video there. It was very sort
yeah,
of,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
she'd like to write for TV and horror as well. Do some themes for that. That's great. She's got a new song coming out, "Shine a Little on Me," next month. So good luck with that, Sean.
Well, I mean, if you're a film director out there, or you're making an independent movie, a horror movie, why not get in touch and we'll get in touch with her and maybe she can write a track for you. And that's what it's about. Communication. This is what the show is all about. It's finding new music, sharing new music, and just connecting people that probably wouldn't connect otherwise. I think it's been great for a first episode. I think it's been really great. And thanks to everyone that's joined us today, because it's been teething trouble, but it's been the best trouble. So it's
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So thanks for joining us, and I hope you join us again. And thank you, Rob, for being
Oh.
such a nice host.
Oh, thank you, Petey, for the same. So we need to make that a better catchphrase. Like it's good night from me and it's good night from him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We got to get a better one. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one, which I'll take it will be in a couple of weeks or something like that. Or we'll get together and
I'll let you know. Yeah, subscribe, and you'll be notified when the next one is.
that's a good idea. See you then. Ta-da.
Bye bye.